Hey folks, this is Vince and Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Steampunk Rally Fusion. This is a game that supports 2 to 8 players. It's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is 60 minutes. This is the standalone follow-up to Steampunk Rally. Steampunk Rally Fusion is sort of like a, again, standalone expansion. You do not need Steampunk Rally in order to play this, though you can combine both games in order to make one big game. There are separate directions for that on the internet, I believe. It was not in the rulebook over here. So, Steampunk Rally Fusion, important to note that I just got this in the mail. We have not had a chance to play this yet, so we might get a roll wrong, or we might mess up in some way. Hopefully, though, as usual, hopefully we'll show you enough to where you'll determine whether or not you would want to buy this for yourself. Here's a quick look at the box insert. There's a place for cards. There's some other player tokens that we're not using. There are tokens that also we're not using, like there's these cogs here. I have the Kickstarter edition, and my Kickstarter edition came with these little metal cogs, so that's kind of cool. So we're not using the plastic ones in here, these plastic tokens. We're going to be using those cogs over there. There's, again, more player people that we're not using. There's some light bulb tokens, which I'll get to in a little bit. There's a map piece that we're not using. Whenever you're playing the standard game, you're going to use 6. If you're going to add the, I think they're bonus cards that you can add to the game to make it even better. They're called special projects. We're not going to use them for this game. It's recommended that you don't add any bonus stuff for your first game. But if you had these secret projects in play, you would then add an additional racetrack tile. That's why there's one left over. But typically you're going to randomize the tiles and set them up something similar to this. There are 2 sides. There's just, there's the one side that's like sort of blue and purple, green. The other one's more like a red, orange, yellow kind of thing. This is Mars, and I don't remember what the other one is called. But they're 2 different track types, and each one has different hazards on them, and I'll show you that in a minute. You've also got these armor wheels. Players will start at 0 armor, and as they take damage, they'll rotate that appropriately. And again, I'll get to how all that works in a little bit. But yeah, box insert is here. Rulebook is here. It's roughly 13, 14 pages, but you can see the pages are fairly big. Artwork is very good, by the way. It's just there's a lot to take in. For as simple as this game is, there's a lot of little rules that sometimes I mess up on. So there's the rulebook there. And above, we've got a ton of dice that you can't see. There are blue, red, yellow, and fusion dice. So here's a quick look at the dice there. The regular dice here, these smaller ones, are just 1 through 6. These fusion are 4 through 9. And these are special dice in the sense that they are wild in color. They can be put on any spot on your contraption. However, during venting, they don't vent, meaning that they are stuck on your card permanently until you discard the card. Okay, so they've got high values. They'll give you a nice big boost to speed or whatever that you need, but they're permanent. They don't vent off your machine, which is what you need in order to keep putting dice there. And I'll get to all that in a little bit. But that's a quick look at the dice up there. I showed you the cogs already. Some of the other things I didn't show you up here that we're not using. I already showed you the secret projects. This is the event deck. This is another additional thing that you can add to your game. This determines player order. And it's also determines whenever you pass certain spots on the board. I think these purple ones, for example, it will prompt you to draw an event and then place it next to that spot or that area so that players have to observe that event whenever they pass it in the future, something like that. I did not read up on those particular rules because, again, we're not using them for this particular playthrough. But there's an event deck for each side. So no matter which map you're playing on, you'll have an optional event deck. There's also a starter game variant where you're only going to use 4 of these 6 tiles, and you would also use this on-ramp, I think they called it. And again, this is two-sided. So it tells you, so instead of using this start space, you're going to use this start here. And again, this is for the beginner first game variant. We're kind of doing an in-between. We're doing a normal game, but without the extra fluff. So we're doing a, we're not doing the small map. We're doing the normal map without the extra stuff is how we're handling that. There's also some Kickstarter stuff up here that I got that I am using. I think we both picked an a DLC slash special Kickstarter promotional character. I am Dr. Brown. You notice the little DeLorean there. I wonder if his first name is Emmett. But yeah, my character is clearly, sort of centered around the whole Back to the Future theme. And then you are Maria Telkis, whatever her name is.
The back has a really nice little portrait.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's nice. There you go. So yeah, each player is going to typically get a character cockpit, like say Hedy Lamar here. This is the cockpit and a part that goes with it. And then you would combine them together to start your contraption. To combine cards, you'll notice some cards have these little cogs on the end. So you would put these together to form a full cog in between the cards there. And that's how you build on your contraption. This would go up and to the right, for example. That's how her contraption will eventually look. But yeah, there's Amelia Earhart and so on. So you're going to choose a character and choose their supporting card and put them out. Dr. Brown here, again, Kickstarter promo, does not have two cards. He has one single card, which is a little different from the norm. But there's all these other characters here. Some are bonus from the Kickstarter, some are just normal. Some of these are also from the Kickstarter promo, like this huge card here. There's the, what is this now? The Rube Goldberg machine, which is just one huge card. So yeah, I mean, there's other Kickstarter promos that I don't want to confuse you with. So what are you trying to do in this game? Well, you're trying to, get as far past the finish line as you can on the last round. Players are going to start at start, work their way around the board, cross the finish line, and then once someone crosses the finish line, that will signal that there's one more round to go, and then whoever's furthest will win the game. That's the goal. You're racing in this game. Throughout the game, there's going to be hazards on the board, like here's a 2, a 2, a 1. When players pass those spots, they will take damage on this little tracker here. And if they have a negative, I think if a negative value, they have to then discard that many parts to their machine. So if I had 5 parts to my machine and I had a -1, I'd have to get rid of 1. You can freely move cards around as you see fit, so as long as they observe these little cog rules here. Okay? What else was I going to go over? Okay, we've got these decks here. There are 4 different decks. There's a bronze, a silver, a gold, gold here, and boost. Okay, so these 3, bronze, silver, gold, they are added to your machine to do various things. Boost deck, these cards are added underneath your armor wheel tracker here. And they act like action cards. They can be played to do various things. Each player starts with a light bulb token, and that is flipped down whenever it comes time to do those things. Certain cards have a light bulb symbol on them, and this is a tracker to keep track of, okay, I've used all of my light bulb cards this round, I flipped this face down, there's my reminder that I've already done those actions on those cards. Okay. So a round typically plays out something like this. First of all, there is a draft phase. And in the draft phase, each player is going to draw 1 from each deck. And then they're going to have it in their hand. They're going to choose 1. And they can do a couple of things with it. They can build it by adding it to their contraption, obeying the cog wheel restrictions. They can also sell these cards and just discard it. Whenever a player discards a card, they gain the bonus in the upper right-hand corner. If there's a slash, that means they have to pick and choose. So in this case, you can either gain 2 red dice, or you can gain 2 cogs. And cogs will be important for a number of reasons later. So you're going to choose a card, buy it or sell it, and then you're going to pass those cards to the next player. They're going to pass their cards to you, back, forth, drafting until all of the cards are gone. Okay? That's that. Boost cards, again, whenever you take them, they go underneath your armor tracker here to be used later. Boost cards, by the way, can be used anytime, but there are certain boost cards that are event phase only, which I'll get to. So drafting is drafting cards, choosing what you like, and that's it. Vent. Now, it skipped the first phase of the game, but typically you're going to have dice on matching spaces. There are like red spaces, there's yellow spaces, those correspond to dice colors. So red dice would go on here, for example. And during the vent phase, you can spend cogs that you have, 1 cog for every 2 pips. So I can, for 1 cog, I could turn this 3 into a 1. I could also split those 2 pip values across 2 dice. So I could have, let's see, a 3 and a 3, like so. And if I spend 1 cog, I can flip those to 2. Okay, so one cog will reduce one die by 1 and the other die by 1. They don't have to be on the same card, but you can split that reduction between 2 dice if you want to. So during the vent phase, you spend cogs to reduce dice. And the reason why you're doing that is because you're trying to get dice off of your card so that you can use those spots again. Whenever you place dice on a card, which is coming up, you'll be able to use these abilities, but then the dice are stuck here until you get rid of them. That's the whole point of venting. You're trying to vent dice off of your card so that you can use those spots again. And I'll explain all of that in a little bit. So after venting, there's racing. Players will take the dice that they have in their dice pool, typically gained by selling cards during the draft phase, and then roll them. And then they'll be able to assign them to machine parts in order to get stuff. Now, the way it works is this. You can assign dice, multiple dice to the same spot. Like this, I can put a red die and a yellow die here. What I do is I add up the values, divide by this number, and that's how many times I can take this action. This is a movement action. So if I had a 4 and a 4, or say a 3 and a 5, that would be 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. I could take the move action twice and then move my character up 2 on the board. If you see a gold movement action, that means you can pass these hazards without taking damage, which is nice. Dr. Brown also has a special ability over here. If you happen to move 3 times from a single activation, which is possible if you roll high enough, then you'll be able to take these bonus things, which is 2 cogs and an armor. So by going quickly on here, I could possibly gain some extra bonus, 88 miles per hour and all that jazz. Okay, so during the race phase, you roll dice, assign them to your cards, and take actions. Again, fusion dice will have higher values, but you cannot vent them, so you just got to be careful. They give you a nice big one-time bonus. Now, at any time, you can discard cards as well to get rid of cards from your contraption, but your part is gone permanently, and so are the dice that are connected to it. But that's how you would get rid of fusion dice, typically. Damage. If your damage gauge is below 0, you have to discard cards in order to bring it back to 0. And then upkeep. You reset your light bulbs back to their light side. You return unused dice to the supply. You resolve event cards or flip the draft direction token. In a 2-player game, I'm not going to worry about the draft direction token. It's just it's just 2 players. Typically, if there were 3, you would sometimes draft this way. If there were, sometimes you would draft this way. That would affect. But in a 2-player game, it doesn't matter. We're always going to be giving each other cards back and forth from the draft phase. And then the event cards, again, we're not using them, so that's nothing to worry about there. There's a quick reverse side to this, which is what this is. These are the little symbols that you'll find on the cards, like gain a die, discard a die that is on your invention. So rather than venting them down to 1 and removing them, actually it's to 0 to remove them. You can just use this ability to get rid of a die on your board, except for fusion dice. You can take damage, reinforce your invention by gaining armor, gain a cog, motion, smooth motion, inflict damage, terrain. So there's different symbols there to look at. And I think that is everything. I may have skipped or skimmed past one or two things, but we will play for as long as we can, and we'll go from there. So the draft phase is first, so I'll go ahead and take one of each card, and you also get one of each card. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to look at these, and you're going to pick one to either add here or sell it. And if it's a boost card, you would add it here, underneath your little armor thing. So here's a quick look at this. All right. So, all right. So this is the boost that I got. If I want this boost, this would mean I would get to remove one die of each color, yellow, red, and blue, from my contraption for free, but I gain a fusion dice. So, and that's permanent. So that could be good or bad. I could add this part to my machine if I wanted to. There's a lot of... This one will give me a cog and a movement for every 5 that I have here. For a blue die, 3 I can get an armor, and okay. You may discard this card to gain to cause 2 damage. I don't know if I like that. Oh, some bonus stuff. If you see an action, like a symbol surrounded by a cog, you can not only use cogs to vent, and also cogs to adjust dice when you roll them, but you can also place cogs onto these kind of cards to then get this ability in addition to this. So normally, I would take this action and get this reward. If I had 2 cogs here, however, I could also take this bonus action in addition to this. This star, there's nothing to divide by. So it's just you take this action once and that's it. I know I'm kind of throwing a lot at you guys. I kind of want to just stick with the simple stuff for right now. That's blue. My character doesn't earn me any dice right now, so I need to discard cards in order to use... Okay, so why don't I do this? I'm going to discard this gurney carriage, and I'm going to... I can either choose 2 red dice or 2 cogs. I'm going to discard this. This is a bronze, and I'm going to take 2 dice from the supply, from my pool, because I have a red die space here. And did you decide on something?
Yeah, I'm going to build something.
You're going to build something. Okay, so you have to build it within the... There you go. So what is this? What does your contraption do? So this particular cockpit, on her turn, she can just take a red die and a yellow die. Very simple. Her follow-up card to that, this is like a storage bay. Store unused dice here. Re-roll and use during the next race phase. So rather than having to discard dice during upkeep, she can hold on to them, at least 2. This card she just put down, you put a red die here of any value, doesn't matter what it is, you take the action once, 1 yellow die and 2 cogs. Alright, and again, we're connecting these cards with these little cog borders.
I don't know what this one means.
That one is a boost. Reorient a machine part sideways or upside down for the rest of the game. Meaning, typically, whenever you place a card in your machine, you have to have the name in the upper left-hand corner of the card. This lets you do something like this, upside down or sideways or something like that. This lets you reorient a machine part. Any pip cost on the machine is now a star, meaning that if it had a 2 on it, meaning you would take the die values that you put on there, divide it by 2, you could take that action that many times. But then it becomes a star, meaning you only get to do it once. So this card lets you reorient parts on your machine, but you can only then take the action once. That makes any sense? Which, I don't know if I would do that, personally.
Any pip cost on the machine part is now a wild?
Star, meaning that you only take the action once. Remember how I was explaining where you don't have any right now, but mine is a 4, right?
Yeah.
So if I put a total value of 8 on here, I would take 8 divided by 4 is 2. I can take an action twice, right?
Oh, so it's not a 1, or a 1 is a star.
Basically,
right.
Well, no, not a 1 is a star. A star simply means you take, no matter what the value is, you take the action once and that's it.
Oh.
A 1 would simply mean if you put a 6 there, 6 divided by 1 is 6, you could take the action 6 times. That would not... No, so a star is not a 1. The star means take the action once, regardless of the value that you put on it.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Alright, so now I pass cards to you, you pass cards to me. And now I look at these to see what I might want. When you sell a drafted card, get a blue die. That's kind of cool. This sale, I can just... I lose an armor, but I can gain 2 movement. So this could really push me further if I needed to. I kind of like that, but I don't need blue dice right now. I'm kind of... I might want to discard for cogs. When it comes to armor... I do need yellow dice. I'm going to discard this sale as well. This is a gold card, and I will take 2 yellow dice. And then these go to you, and then those go to me whenever you're done. So far, my invention is very, very limited. It's just red and yellow dice to move. This is smooth movement, and again, from single activation, if I can get 2 6s here, 12 divided by 4 is 3. So I would get these bonus things here. Now that sale might have worked with this, but the chances of me rolling 2 6s might be a little slim. Unless I use cogs.
Is this 2 bonus actions?
No. The way this works is, if you put dice here, okay, you can take a red and a movement. If you have 2 cogs present, then you also get an additional red die.
Oh, jeez.
So you can, typically it's just 1 red die and a move. If you have 2 cogs here, it's upgraded, you get 2 red dice. So if you had 2 cogs here, you would get 2 red dice and a movement every time you took this action. Okay, so those go to me. All right, now I've got this. Blue dice, fun. Do I need blue? I mean, there's no way of me getting blue dice right now. But I do need to start adding to my machine to do other things. I think I will take this, actually. So I'm going to put that here, even though I don't have any blue dice right now. But I'm hoping that later on I'll be able to start generating some blue dice. And the last card goes to you. This is just this. I'm going to discard this for 2 cogs. Or I could take a blue die, actually. Roll it to put there. You know, I'm going to take 2 cogs. So I'm going to discard this bonus, this boost, and take 2 cogs. And I do want to assign them to this card here, so that in the future, when I put a blue die here, I'll be able to get a bonus red dice, which is nice.
I think I will... You can't really... Okay. I did this. Oh my gosh. I might discard this.
You're going to discard it? And what would you like? This is a boost? Yeah, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 yellow, or 2 cogs.
I'll get a blue, red, and yellow.
You choose 1.
Oh.
1 blue die, or a red die, or a yellow
see.
die, or 2 cogs.
Okay. Interesting. I'll just get 2 cogs then. That's fine.
All right.
I don't know what they do yet.
Cogs are used in a number of ways. Cogs are used to upgrade cards. They are used to re-roll dice, and they are also used, when you roll dice, you can modify their value by 1. They're also used for venting. 1 cog is equal to 2 vent pips.
Okay.
2 pips on a dime. Alright, so now that we're past the draft phase, now we're on venting. We skipped that for the first phase because there's no dice to vent. Next is race. We roll all the dice that we have. You have none in your pool yet.
Do I start with this or no?
Good question. Let me see when that actually is. Okay, yeah, you can activate these before you get your dice pool and roll them. It says I can, according to the rule book, you can perform any or all actions whenever you want. So you would then, do you have any other light bulb things on there?
No.
No? Okay, so you're going to flip that over. You're going to take a red and yellow. All right, so I'm going to take my 2 red and 2 yellow. You can go ahead and roll yours as well. And I got a 5, a 6. Okay. That's not great. So I could put an 11 on here, but it wouldn't be... What I could do, instead of... Well... What I could do, which would be crazy, rather than put my 2 cogs there initially, maybe I should have held on to them until I was ready to use them there. I could spend 1 cog to up the die value from 5 to 6, and then put 2 6s here. That would give me a nice boost. So I think I will do that. I'm going to spend a cog to up my die value from 5 to 6. Red die here, yellow die here. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So I get to smooth move 3 times.
Wow.
Which is 1, 2, 3. But as a smooth move, I ignore that particular trap, which is nice. The downside is that now I have to vent them off. As a bonus, per the card, from a single activation, if I move 3 times, I get 2 cogs and an armor.
Wow.
So I'm going to get 1 armor and 2 cogs.
Nice.
Okay. And
Just kidding.
was that your dice?
Yeah, it was my cog.
Okay. So what did you do with your dice?
I got a 1 red and a 1 yellow.
Okay, and that's good because so you're going to store the 1 yellow in the diamond spot there.
Yes.
And this red one you're going to put there. You get a yellow die and 2 cogs.
2 cogs.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You would, at that point, I think you would just re-roll those dice that you just earned and then put them somewhere.
Oh, really?
Or just choose not to use them. It's up to you.
Well, yeah, because it says I can re-roll them during the free space.
Right. So you might as well, yeah, you could store them. Yeah.
Whatever.
That works. Okay. So I think that's all I can do. I mean, I can't put these dice anywhere, so I lose them during upkeep. All right. So what action? So you didn't actually move yet. Okay.
No.
Damage. No damage because I had the smooth move ability.
Mm-hmm.
And then upkeep. Return your light bulbs to upside. Return unused dice to the supply. And that's it. So now we move on to the draft phase again.
Okay.
So I get 1 of each card. You get 1 of each card. And discard piles, that's why you see 1 face up here. You're going to start at the beginning of the setup. You assign a you draw 1 and start the discard pile. That way you can also keep track of which pile is which because they have the same back. Okay, so I've got these cards. Again, I want to sort of generate stuff. That's kind of useful. But I would need to have cogs here to use them. Cylinder. Okay, that's kind of cool. I could become a cog machine. See, armor I don't have to worry too much about because my person here doesn't really lose armor from a smooth move action. Unless I use another move action from somewhere else. But this red die generation is kind of good. I'm going to need that. So I might actually put out...
There's this symbol again.
What symbol?
That X.
That is an overcharge. That means you can, you can put dice here to take a blue die, as per the, ignore this overcharge for a minute.
Okay.
You can put dice here, and then divide by 2, get a blue die that many times. As a one-time, discard this card completely from your machine, completely remove it, and move twice. So you can really push yourself ahead, but you have to give up this card to do it.
I see.
So I might do this armor plating. That's a free red. Alright, so I'm going to put... The problem with this armor plating is that I can't put it anywhere because I need... It's facing... This here is the only connection. I have to put it in the front. And I have no way to do that. So I need maybe this barrage assembler. I'll put that down first. And that ability is when you sell a drafted card, gain a cog. So I'm just going to put that down so I can maybe get my machine better organized. And you can, again, move these cards freely as you see fit. So these 3 are yours, and then when you're done, you'll give those to me.
Can I store a card?
No, you cannot.
Oh, man.
You either buy or sell. Okay, I simply moved the camera and zoomed in a little bit. I don't think you guys really need to see the draw piles, so this will give you a better chance to see what's going on with our contraptions. Your question was, how do you move cards around? Do it whenever you want.
Oh, really? Can I do it now?
Yeah, do it now.
The thing?
Yeah. You can freely move parts around as you see fit.
Oh, cool.
So as long as they comply with the borders. Half cogs on half cogs.
I see. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just do this one then.
And what does that one do?
This one is something.
Yellow dice are added here, and divide by 4. You get to move and take a cog. As a one-time discard action, you get 2 armor and and you can remove a yellow die from a card. Is what that is. So yeah, go ahead and put that down.
Okay.
And those are mine. Okay. Repair bot removes stuff. Oh, that would be good actually for me. Yeah, I like that. The ability to move dice off of here without having to vent. I cannot put this here. Well, no, because a half cog would not fit. Okay, I could move this here and maybe put this. I could make the train from Back to the Future 3 just one long thing here. I like that repair bot. That lets me remove dice, a red or a blue or a yellow, from an existing card. That's really good. So these 2 are now yours.
I want this one too, but I don't have the cog machines to do it. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this one because I have no choice.
And what does that one do?
This one does something.
That is plasma jets. You add red or blue dice here. It only activates once you move, and that's it. So it's just a way to move. You can discard it though for 2 fusion dice. Okay, so this is what you left me with. So in clockwise order, each player chooses either to lose 1 machine part or move 2 spaces closer to you. Yeeks. I need to generate dice though at this point. No, I'm gonna have to put this up here so that then I could put armor plating here.
Quick question.
And I do have to assign 2 dice to this so I can generate dice. This is ridiculous. Okay.
Is this a bonus action, or is this what you have?
That is, you have to discard your card. That is a bonus action.
Okay, so you have to fill this in order to grab this.
Correct.
So I can't just.
Not fill it. Not fill it. You can put 1 red die here, so as long as it's a 2 or greater, take the action once. Then you can do that overcharge action.
And then I can do this
Yes.
whenever?
Whenever. Well, yeah, during the race phase when we're rolling dice.
Okay.
Alright, so this is yours. Alright, so this is classical tunneling. Place a blue die from the supply onto any track space. Players within 5 or fewer machine parts skip this space, and any damage from obstructions cannot be prevented. Oh, interesting. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, but yeah, I kind of want the cogs, so I'm going to discard this for 2 cogs, so that I can then I kind of want to put stuff on here at some point. Or do I, instead of taking 2 cogs, what if I take a blue die? Okay. So, alright, I think I'm good with that. Are you still deciding on what to do with yours?
No, I'm done.
Okay, so what are you going to do? You going to discard that or are you
No,
going to
I'm
keep
going
it?
to keep it.
Alright, that goes underneath your...
Oh, that's right.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's go ahead then and start
Venting?
venting. Right. So using a cog, you can vent, which at this point I don't think I want to do because I can remove dice in other ways via this repair bot. So I'm not going to spend my 1 cog to do that. So do you want to spend any cogs to...
Can I spend 1
Yes.
thing to do this? Now, does this go in my supply?
It goes away.
Oh, it does. It goes away fully. I didn't know that.
Now, that 1 cog is 2 dice pips. Remember, you can split them. You can also remove this if you want to, if you don't want to use it.
No, I want to use it.
Okay, alright, that's cool. Alright, so I'm not going to vent. You vented. And now we move on to race. Roll the dice in your dice pool. So I have 1 die to use.
I have this, and these.
Right.
I'm going to use that.
I am going to use this as well. And this will allow me to use this. I have 2 cogs. That means I get to take a red die. This one allows me to remove a die. I'm going to remove the red one.
You needed 2 cogs? Oh, that's awesome.
Do I have any more lightning? I do not. So I'm done with light bulbs. I've got these dice. I forgot. When I sell a card, which I did earlier, I get a cog. So I forgot that ability. All right, so I'm going to roll these. I think this was a 3 already, and this was a 1. Okay. This 1 going here would not add to the 6. That would be useless. So this is just kind of bad all the way around. I'm just not going to use it, I don't think. And this blue 3 I can put here. This would give me 2 red dice, and I get to move once. Now I have to have 2 cogs. So I'm going to use my 2 cogs to permanently upgrade this card. That would give me 2 red dice and a movement. So I'm going to take 2 red dice and a movement. And roll these, and hopefully I get a bigger number for that up there. 4 and 4. Well, 4 is exactly what I need to move once. 4 divided by 4 is that. I could, again, hold out until I clear this and try and get 2 6s so that I can make use of this special ability over here. But I want to keep moving forward if I can. So this was a smooth move forward 1. There is a terrain thing here, 3 damage, but because I did a smooth move, I ignore those terrain types. Okay, so these are useless to me, and they're going to be gone during the upkeep phase. So I think that's all I can do. What did you end up doing?
I rolled a 5. I did all of this first. So I did a 3, 4, 5, 6.
Divided by 4?
Yeah.
Well, why would you put all 3 there?
Because, oh, well, yeah, you're right.
If all you need is 4, you only need 3 and the 1.
3 and 4.
The 2 can be stored.
Yeah.
So you would get, what, a movement and a cog?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get 1 movement and a cog.
And a cog.
These are stuck together for some reason.
Okay.
Now you have that overcharge action should you want to discard the card permanently.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where to put this one.
The red die?
Yeah, I'm thinking probably here.
And then you could take 2 blue dice, assuming you need them. This 5 divided by 2 is 2. You would take 2 blue dice. You can roll them, and then you can maybe assign them here and here, or wherever you need blue dice.
I'll do that.
3 and 3?
6. So 3 here. And another 3. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that.
No.
So I'll do this one there then too. So this is an armor and another blue dice?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll take a blue dice and store it. And I'll gain an armor.
Okay.
And for this one, I put this one here, so it's another movement?
It is another movement, yep.
Okay. And I think that's it.
That's it?
I think.
Okay. Damage, did we take any damage? No. Upkeep, just put back all dice. And then...
When are we able to discard these?
Whenever you want.
Oh.
Alright, so we're back to the draft phase again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 for you, 4 for me. All right, and what am I going to want? When you sell a drafted card, get a red die. I love that. Just selling stuff gives you stuff. That's really cool. 2 yellow dice and an armor break. This is...
Can I discard this one? I'm sorry.
To do what?
To get the overcharge.
That would move you twice, which we'd have to backtrack a bit.
Sorry.
Do you want to still do that?
I do.
You would take damage. All right, so you have an armor, right? Well,
Yeah.
now, here's the thing, though. You would have to remove... That would give you 2 damage.
Is it a pick one or the other?
Yes, but you don't have any red dice in your dice pool right now.
So it's not like if you don't have red dice, you still can't choose it.
You have to take the damage, correct?
I see.
That would be... You'd have to get rid of... If you decide to use that now, you'd move forward 2, but you'd have to remove a part from your machine because you took...
As well?
Right, because you're at +1, -2 for the damage is -1. You'd have to choose a part to remove permanently during the damage step from the previous round. I would wait.
No, I don't want to wait.
Okay.
Yeah, because look, I can't build anything.
Okay.
I don't have any stupid...
All right, so we're going to backtrack back to the damage phase. Well, the race part. You're going to use this to move twice. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'll do that. And then I have -1.
Right, so this all goes away.
Yeah.
And this is a silver card.
Sorry. And then...
You're at -1.
Yeah.
Now you move forward twice.
Yep.
Now during damage, you're at -1. You have to remove something permanently.
Yeah,
You're going to remove that permanently. So that brings you back to 0.
Why?
-1 to 0 because you removed a part.
Oh, so if it was -2, I'd have to remove 2
cards
and then go to 0
Yes.
again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
For every part
So
you remove, you
armor.
go up by 1.
I see. Okay, I thought you just stayed there. Okay.
No. Okay. So now we're fast forwarding.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're drafting now.
I
Okay.
didn't realize that I couldn't even build anything.
It's all right. So what do I got here? I don't. That would allow her to. I don't like that. I kind of want this though, just for the. This is regular movement. And I'm usually running out of dice, so I think I might want this first, which means I would have to put that down here. Okay, and then this is yours. So this is going to be strictly for regular movement.
Damn. Okay.
Did I not vent? Oh, I did. I did vent. Okay.
Pretty sure we did, didn't we?
Yeah. We're good. I thought I forgot to use the repair bot, but I did use it.
Actually, let me do this one. Oh, I can't build it. Oh my god, I can't build anything in this world.
You need more of those bronze cards.
Can I do? No, I can't do that. Whatever. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, I can. I could do that. All right. Sorry.
These are mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Plasma jets, stolen blueprints, heat shield. This is a right side thing. I can't fit that anywhere. That would be, I can put that in the back somewhere. That's another movement card. So I could put the plasma jets back here, like so. More red and blue. Okay. I just don't have any ways to generate blue cards, or blue dice, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Don't like any of these, to be honest. It just took a bonus.
You're going to take the boost? Okay. Alright, these are mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I have these. When you sell a card, you get a red die. I think I want this. So I need to... And that is yours.
There you go.
Okay, and that leaves me with this. This is gonna be an OCD nightmare. Okay, so I think what I'll do then, I'll just discard this for, it's either blue die or cogs. I think I'll take the blue die, since I have no way of generating them. When I sell a card, I've got two things. When you sell a card, get a cog, and when you sell a card, get a red. So I have those to start with.
I'm going to sell this one for 2 cogs.
2 cogs. All right, silver.
And I get a blue dice because I have a when you sell a drafted card.
Okay.
So a blue and a thing here. I took a big cog.
Yeah, the big cogs I think are worth 5.
Okay.
Okay. So we're done drafting, and now we move on to venting. Do we want to spend any cogs to vent? I could try and do. I can spend a cog and move this down to 2, so I can vent 1 time. So I'll do that.
I'm gonna spend a cog to get rid of this one.
Okay.
And I'll spend another cog to bring this down to 1.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, for every 1
3
cog,
and 1,
it's
right.
Yep.
And then another cog to remove it.
Yeah, and then you can remove another one by 1 if you want to.
Although that was dumb. That was kind of pointless. Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So we're done venting. Now we race. I might as well just spend this now and get this over with, like you. So I have 2 cogs here already. So that's a red one. This one is I can remove it. I want to remove this yellow one. And no other ones. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm going to roll these. Wow, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, I'm rolling these 2.
Yep.
Stored.
Yep. These can only be used once, so I want low values, and I have no low values. What I could do is, this is a 3, so
I'm gonna.
if I do that,
Well, how do you modify dice with cogs?
you spend a cog, and it goes up or down by 1.
Up or down by 1.
Mm-hmm.
What is the spend cogs to re-roll? How many cogs?
1. Just 1 cog to reroll 1 die.
Oh, I see.
I have no cogs, so I have to use what I've been dealt.
Mm-hmm.
And all of my cards, unfortunately...
Now, when you put additional things on here, does it take the total from the last dice as
No,
well?
it does not.
It does not. It's separate.
Just from the new dice.
I see.
This will give me 3 movement. However, I will take 1 damage. I do have an armor to offset that, but I kind of need movement. And I hate to put a 6 on a star space. I need more cogs.
I'm gonna spend 2 cogs to reroll these blues.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend the 6. Everything I have is just... Okay. Alright, so I did 9 here, which means I can move 3 times. Regular movement, not smooth. So 1, 2, 3. However, I moved through this 1 there, so I have to subtract +1 to 0 when I take damage.
This depends. So I'm taking a yellow and 2 cogs.
Okay, I'll get the
For
cogs.
this one.
Yellow and 2 cogs.
Yeah, these are spent. Oh, I got the yellow dice.
Did you need 2 cogs?
Yeah, because I got a yellow and a 2 cog card.
Okay.
And I get 1 armor for this. Oh, so much to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 4, okay. So 8, 9, 10. Wait a second. Before, can you do this any out of order?
Out of order? Yeah, it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah. All right. So what's 8 plus 6? 14.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Divided by 4.
That's 12, so 3. You'd get 3 activations with whatever you're trying to do.
I'm just wondering if it's worth it to put a 6 and a 4 or 6 and a 4, 4. The math is killing me.
A 6 and a what?
Actually, no. I can store the 6, right?
Okay. You could.
8. That's 8. That's 2. Another 6 would be 3. Okay, I might do that then. I'm going to spend cogs. What was it? 1 cog for 2 pips?
Yes. But no, you're not venting right now. Unless you're adding... Modifying.
Race.
Okay.
Doing the race? Are we on the race phase?
Yes. So 1 cog per pip.
Oh, per pip. Okay.
Yes. So
2...
You would need 2 cogs if you're going to increase a die by 2 or decrease it by 2.
I see. Okay.
Before you place it.
All right. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to increase this by 5 to... No, by 2. So 2, 3, 4.
Did you just place that?
What do you mean?
Did you just place that die this round?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So 2, 3, 4. That's 2 cogs.
Okay.
Right? And that is 2 per pip per armor.
Okay, so yeah, so is it
So
2?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
2.
So you get 2 armor then.
So 2 armor. 1, 2 armor.
Yep.
Okay. With this one, I can get an additional armor.
It's you have to choose. It's either
movement.
a move or armor and red die.
Okay, I'll take the armor and red die because I need the armor, I think.
Oh, is that what is that symbol? Some say take off a red die. I can't.
Oh. Yeah, it's a discard die.
So you can get rid of a red. You can get rid of 1.
Okay, so I'll get rid of this one then.
All right, and you said an armor. Okay.
Yeah, and an armor. So that's 2. No, that's 3 armor. Okay, I got it. Now I can do this move. That's 14. So 14 divided by 4.
It's 3.
It's 3. So I can move 3 and take 3 cogs. Is that what it means?
It depends on what you're trying to do.
trying to
Yes. Move
get
3
this
and
one.
yes, move 3 and 3 cogs. That's right.
Okay.
So you would go 1, 2, 3,
And I take 4 damage.
right.
Oof. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of something. So 4 damage, that's -1. I'll get rid of this one.
Okay. You're gonna have to. Well, can you do that though? There's no cog on this side. Like you have to rearrange things.
Yeah, I can do that, I think. Right? Do that.
Yep. So as long as everything fits.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Oh, no, I can't do it. This is so frustrating. Okay. Alright, I have to get rid of something else then.
You can never get rid of your cockpit. So it has to be like a different card.
Wow, dude.
You've got all those yellow dice over there. You can get rid of that one. Just to clear off those yellows.
It's my main movement.
Oh, is it?
Otherwise, I'll be stuck on like 1 space. Well,
You can draft more.
yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna have to get rid of...
So either that or you spend a lot of cogs venting that.
That would take a lot of cogs to vent, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. You've got a total of 10, 15. So 15 divided by 2 is 8 cogs. You'd have to spend 8 cogs to vent every single die from that card.
Alright,
Unless you get another card that removes dice.
that's true.
So it's up to you.
No, that's fine. Okay, I'll just get rid of all this. This card goes away.
All right, gold card.
That's okay. And now this goes.
Now you're back to 0.
Oh my gosh, what a move.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. So now we remove unused dice, and I think that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Draft 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. That could be somewhat useful. I have a lot of parts in my invention, so sometimes you'll get cards that are like, this cost is going to be different depending on the number. So if I had a light one, this would be great, but it turns out not so much. So I think what I may want to do is just start selling. So let's get rid of this for 2 cogs. And as a bonus, I get an additional cog. And as a bonus, I get a red die. And these are yours.
This is so rough. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one then, because I can't let you have that.
Uh-huh. I see.
Can't. It's flip your token back to reset.
Wow.
That's powerful. You have a powerful token too.
I guess. I mean, this resets. Yeah. I guess I could do that twice, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so these are the cards she gave me. For yellow dice, I can do these things. Yellow, okay. It's not too bad. I can gain an armor there. That would fit. It's also movement. I need 6s. Red dice can go here. I can either do that or remove red. Oh, that's good, actually. The ability to move red dice, but I have to place red dice here to remove red dice. And they have to be 5 or... I don't know how I feel about that. And part of me wants to get more stuff. So actually, I might actually discard again. Although this cog armor bonus is kind of nice. I'm going to need armor at some point. Probably. But the more I discard, the more cogs and red dice I get. But I don't have any way to generate yellow or blue. That's my biggest problem. So I'm going to have to discard this, I think, to get some yellow dice into my pool. So I'm going to discard this. It's a gold. I'll take 2 yellow dice, and these are yours. And because I discarded, I also get a bonus cog and a bonus red die. Alright, and then I've got these now, which I've got blue available. So what I could do, I had to put 6s here for that. Fusion dice are nice, but holy cow. I don't like this one. I might discard this for blue dice. But the problem... Yeah, I've got a spot over there I can use. Alright, I'm going to discard this for blue dice. 2 blue dice. And as a bonus, I get a cog and a red die.
I'm gonna sell...
This is yours.
Okay. I'm gonna sell this one for 2 red.
2 red? Okay.
Yeah. And a blue, because I sold this.
Go for it.
So 2 reds and a blue. Okay. And this one's yours.
Alright, and do I want this one? For yellow dice, 4s, I get red dice, yellow dice, and cogs, and as a bonus I can get, if I put 4 cogs here, I kind of like that actually. I will put that here, because I need to generate more armor at some point. But I can also do that here, so do I really need that? No, No, I don't. I will discard this for more cogs, which means
Yeah, I'm just cutting this one for more cogs.
I get a red and another cog.
1, 2.
Okay.
And
this
I
is,
get another blue one because I sold it?
yeah, go for it. All right, venting. I will.
I get a red and a yellow because I'm spending my token.
Well, we're not there yet. We're venting right now.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'm going to spend 1 cog to vent this completely from 2 to 0. I would want to use this repair bot on either this or this. I could spend. I think what I'll do is let me assign cogs here, 3 here, and I've got 2 here already. And maybe I'll use 1 more cog to bring this to 1. And
Vent phase, right?
yeah, I'm still venting, yeah.
Can I play the black hole?
Yes, you can. What does that do?
You lose the machine part.
Each player chooses to either lose 1 machine part or move 2 spaces closer to you. I will move 2 spaces closer to you.
Oh.
Or I can lose a machine part.
Oh, okay, that's what it meant. Okay.
You may then draft 1 of the lost machine parts. Draft. How do I draft? There's nothing to draft from.
I think that's me, right? I can draft it?
No.
Oh.
I would lose. In clockwise order, each player chooses either to lose a machine part. You may then draft. Maybe draft means just draw from a deck. I think that's what that means.
Oh,
I draw to replace my lost part.
I thought it was talking to me, though. 1 closer to you, and then you...
Oh, I get it. The part that I give up, I have to give to you.
Yeah.
Is what that... Okay.
Yeah.
Or
you can move 2 places closer, which means that you'll move here. Is
yeah,
that what it meant?
but I'm not going to do that because I would take damage.
I see.
At this point, you can have. And this one's a pain because I've got a bunch of dice on here, and I can always put a new thing on there in the future. Okay, I'll give you this card. The dice come off of it. And you can have this bottom one.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Sorry. That's what these event cards do.
Yeah, they do.
Alright, so where are we at now? Were we during the... Okay, we vented? Are you done venting, or you going to do that now?
I'm not even going to try and vent these.
Okay. So now we're in the race phase. We're going to go ahead and spend tokens and roll dice.
Alright, so I can use my light bulb to get the yellow and the red.
Yeah, I'm going to use my light bulb to get an armor.
Nice.
And a red die.
Now here's a question. Is this...
That lets me remove a die. I'll remove that one.
Is this multi-use or no? Or
One
is it
time.
One time?
It's one time.
I see. Okay. Alright, then I won't use it yet.
No, okay, so I'm good with my light bulb, so now I gotta roll dice. Okay, so these small numbers are great. I can add a 1 there, and that gives me 1 movement. I can add... I could go this way. Okay, this is 3 ways. This is a shortcut, 4 damage, mid shortcut, 3 damage, long way around, no damage. So the question is, can I move through these 2 spaces with a smooth move of some way? Maybe just 2. So what if I did, I could do 5 and 4. That is 2 movements, smooth move. So that brings me across 1, 2 without taking damage. And The downside is I don't get this bonus over here because I didn't get all 3 movements. I've got some blue dice to spend. This is a 1 here for regular movement. That'll go there. I've got I can put something down here, a low die. That gives me 2 red dice and a move, but that would take me into damage. So I need to figure out a way to smooth move through this area. This is a permanent, this is a 1. I could go then this way, or I can go across here and take more damage. I have to really find...
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you discard this card for smooth movement, how many times? Is it 3? Let's say you have 2 3s. Is it...
It counts as 1 smooth move and a fusion dice.
Oh, so even if you just...
So that's not... The dice has no bearing on the overdrive ability.
I see. Okay, awesome.
The overdrive is just flat out 1 smooth move and the fusion die.
Okay.
But I'm looking into doing that myself for more movement at some point. Because I've got all these dice, but how do I use them? Okay. As much as I would like to move again, that would put me into... I'm at +1, right? I could move +1, actually, to here. So I've got 1 armor. I will spend my blue 3, to move 1 here. So there's that, and that's 1 movement. But I take 1 damage, I'm down to 0. +1 to 0.
Okay.
And that's it for me. I've got all these dice that I really can't use, which is a shame. I mean, I could use the blue down here to get 2 red dice and a movement, but that either puts me here or gives me 3 damage, and I would really like to move past these spots. I would really like to move past these spots. Okay, so I'm done. So I'm going to put these back for upkeep.
I'm gonna do something.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna start that actually. I'm gonna do this one. This one is smooth movement, number of parts in your machine.
Right. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 movement. 9 smooth movement.
No, you have. That's the cost. 9 per. You would have to have multiples of 9 here, or 8, because the cockpit I don't think is a part. So this would be an 8.
Oh. Okay.
So you'd have to put 2 4s there to just move 1.
Wait a second. I don't understand that.
The heavier you are, because you've weighed yourself down with more parts, the more expensive this becomes.
Oh. Okay.
So if you had a very small contraption, and let's say 3, you could put 2 6s here, and that would give you 4 smooth movement. But because you are so heavy...
Oh, okay. Can I switch? Hold on. Then can I switch these then?
Yes, go ahead.
4 then, and 6 then.
That's 10. That's going to give you 1 smooth movement.
1?
Yes, because your entire thing is like 8... Your 8 cards here.
Yeah.
So
8.
10 divided by 8 is 1.
Oh, okay. So I really need bigger numbers for that.
You need...
Then.
Well, yeah, but the card can only support 2 slots. This card is better on a small contraption where there's no parts at all.
I see. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, hold on, wait. Okay, so hold on. Let me rethink this. Oh gosh. All right, so I'll do this then. I'll do this then. I'll do this one, which is 3 per movement. I don't know. I can't do the math on that.
This is 3 per move, so that's 12, that's 16. Were these dice here before?
No, I just put those.
So
down.
12, and that's 16 divided by 3, that's 5.
That's
5 times 3, so that's 5 movement.
Okay. So 5 movement.
Yeah, was here.
Yeah, it was like that.
So which way are you going?
So I'll go.
You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and take no damage.
So wait, if I did this, what if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I take 4 damage?
You would take 4 damage.
Yeah, that's -4.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to get rid of 4 parts.
Not right now. That's done during the damage step. You could not then activate these dice later.
Oh my freaking goodness.
So
That's rough.
do you want to rethink that?
I'm gonna have to. That sucks. I don't know how to catch up to you.
You can go around. Or lose 3 parts by going... you can go around. Me crossing the finish line does not mean I win. That simply means that it's triggering the last round.
But you're going like you're. I can't catch up. There's no way for me to catch up.
Yes, there is. My card is full again. It's going to take me a lot of venting to clear this card off. I'm just saying.
So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement, I guess.
Okay. And what about these 2 dice that you added here?
I mean, that's
still not enough. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 8 here at least to move 1. Like, this card is like not very helpful to you. You would need a value of 8 or more to move 1 smooth move.
I see. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Might as well use my cogs then to increase that, right?
It's up to you if you feel like you want to use that to move. You're not moving through any danger spaces.
Ah, that's right. That is useful.
So it would just count as a 1 movement. Or you can save them for the next round.
I can only save 1. That card really was useless. You know what? I'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was right here, right?
No, you would end up here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, right here.
I'll do that. I'll get rid of all my cards. I don't care.
All right, so that brings you to -4 on your armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So
can I discharge this for smooth move?
Yeah, but that doesn't count as one of your removals.
Yeah, I know. But am I in any danger for this? Oh no, I guess I'm not.
There's a 1 here. So you could move into this spot and not take 1 damage if you smooth move.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you're going to overcharge this card
Yes.
to smooth move 1 and get a fusion die.
Yeah. So this goes discarded. Oh, sorry. And do I have to roll it and
Yeah.
put it down?
5.
Oh my god. Can I
That does not vent.
Can I store this?
All right.
It's so rough.
What are you going to do with this, though? Did you move 1 with that? What did you do with this? Did you move 1?
I have to. Like, I can't put them anywhere.
You don't have to put them anywhere. You can just leave them off and discard them later.
Oh.
Or you spend a cog and up their pips to 8.
This goes away also.
So, wait, you moved 1.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay.
So you overdrove this. You discarded this card for a smooth move and an fusion. All right.
And if I brought these all to 6, it would just be 1 movement?
1 movement, yeah.
I'll do that.
But it's, again, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So you just discard. I don't know what these values were before.
They were 4 and 2.
I thought they were 4 and 3. I thought you had a 3 on there.
No, it was a 2. I'm pretty sure it was a 2.
It was knocked into 2. You had 3. So you've got 7. That's enough to activate this if you want. which is one smooth
Yeah.
move. So you can move here.
Sure.
See? You're ahead now.
Oh my god. And I have to lose 4 of my cards.
Yeah. You wrecked.
In order to pull ahead, I had to wreck my whole ship.
You removed your steering wheel and just stepped on the gas.
I was like, oh no, he went ahead of me.
No way. You really wanted that parking spot at JCPenney's. You destroyed like half the parking lot to get to that parking spot.
Yes.
All right. So now you have to remove 4 cards during the dance.
Now I do. Okay.
Or 4. Yeah, 4 cards.
Oh, jeez. Which ones to do? I'm gonna get rid of this useless one. Well, actually, no. Now it'll behoove me, right?
Well, it's now that your machine is 90% gone. This is easier. Yes, that will be more useful to you.
Okay. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Oh man, get rid of my storage. Can I get rid of the storage?
Yes.
Wow.
The cards that come with your starting pilot, they can be discarded. Your cockpit just simply can't be discarded.
I see. Humna. Just get rid of this one. The silver.
Okay. And is that it? Oh, these are all okay.
My poor machine.
Wow. Okay. Clean up. Draft. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
1. You could win this. I'm just saying. It doesn't matter. I'm just picturing you, like, you winning the... You're going to be here.
No.
It's just going to be you, like this, sitting on the ground with your steering wheel in your hand.
My whole ship just went to
Yes, it's
waste.
going to be gone. It's just going to be you sitting there on the grass with your...
Wow.
You holding the steering wheel.
That's amazing.
All right. I can discard that for cogs. I need movement. Wow. Armor. How am I gonna do movement or armor at this point? That's gonna be the big thing. There's gonna be 3 possible 2 there. It's 5, 7, 9 if I don't smooth move through them. So I think what I need is cogs at this point so that I can modify the dice that I need to get this done. And then, do I have any more smooth moving after that? That's the thing, I don't. 1, 2, I'd have to move, okay. Wow. Okay, so I have to focus simply to get past this shortcut. To do that, I'm going to need cogs, and to do that, I'm going to need to remove... Alright, I'm going to get rid of this one, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of that one for some cogs. And as a reward, I get 2 cogs for that card, plus 1 red die, plus a cog. Okay. So, there's your mine. Alright. What'd you leave me? Oh, I can... Overdrive. Huh. I think I will take that one, actually. A way to smooth move past stuff. I'm going to build that here. And... okay.
Sorry, hold on.
You're fine.
Let's get into the nitty gritty.
It is. Like, I'm trying to plan for what cards to get myself through certain sections of the race. There should be 2.
I'm just asking what that means.
You may discard a machine part. And any 3 dice from your pool that you have sitting here to gain 9 cogs.
So what does the blue thing mean?
You can also remove a blue die from your pool. So you could remove this blue one. Your cards are here. Armor and okay, so which one would she can't, well, she could. Number of parts in my invention, well, that's gonna suck. She doesn't have a lot of parts actually. So I might get rid of this one for cogs. Or do I need dice at this point? I need to be able to roll dice. If I can't roll dice, then what's the point? Alright, I'm going to discard this one for 2 blue dice. And this goes to you. And because I discarded, I get a red die and a cog.
I'm gonna discard. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna discard for 2 cards. 2 cogs.
2 cogs.
And
You get a bonus die too, right?
yeah.
Alright. And
Wait, actually. Nah, I kind of want to build it, to be honest. But no, forget it. It's too late. Here you go.
you do what you want. Do you
Nah,
want it?
it's fine. No, it's fine.
Alright, I will take at the end of the race phase, each invention takes 2.
Damn, I should have built it.
No. Alright, I want to do, I'm going to discard this for yellow.
Another blue die and 2 more cogs.
And because I discarded that, I get a red and a cog. What do you need? Just let me get it for you.
2 cogs. Just 2 cogs.
1, 2. Okay. Okay. Vent phase.
I'm gonna use my. Oh no, we can't.
Vent.
do that.
We vent first.
Vent first.
I'm going to vent 2 cogs. Or yeah, 2 cogs for this 4 to go to 0. That's gone. This over here, if I discard this, I get 2 fusion dice, which could be helpful. I kind of want to save my cogs for this roll over here. I could spend 2 more cogs to completely clear this die, but if I am going to overdrive it for 2 fusion dice.
1 cog is 2 pips lower.
1 cog is 2 pips lower, correct. See, I may use that again. I've got 1 die here, it's a movement, and these are just regular movements. That would get me, I need 2 movement to get to that spot. So I would use both of these, but I could also use this. I kind of want to save my cogs for when I actually need them, but at the same time I need to keep moving. Alright, I might... Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What?
I'm thinking about something.
Are you gonna blow up the rest of your ship?
I'm gonna try and like drive so fast out of the map.
Okay, whatever works.
I don't know.
Just to do it. This will give me 1 movement. I'm gonna use 2 cogs to clear this off. That's a combined total of 4. And I've got 4 cogs left and no dice. Except for that, which I intend to get rid of with this. Alright, so I'm done venting.
Okay, now we use the race face
Yes.
light bulbs. All right.
Yes, so light bulbs.
I'm gonna have
I'm gonna get 1 armor
yellow, red.
and 1 red from this card. And I'm gonna remove the yellow die from that card with Repair Bot.
I'm using this to flip it back and then using it again.
Okay.
So it's another yellow, red.
Bronze. Alright, so I'm out of that. Okay, so... Okay. Okay. So... I've got these dice. All right, I can work with this, maybe. Let's do...
Oh, sorry. You know, I'll let you finish.
No, we're supposed to do this at the same time.
God.
I'm going to spend 2 cogs for this, 2 cogs for this. That brings them both up to 6. This allows me to smooth move 3 times and get this bonus, 2 cogs and an armor. So 1, 2, 3. So 2 cogs and 1 armor, so I'm up to +2. And I skip all that damage because they were smooth moves.
Wow, really good.
Next, I want to put a 3 there, and that would move me 3 times. If I did a 6, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. I would take 2 damage. Unless I did this once and then smooth moved again into that spot, which makes more sense to me. Or I can do this. If I did the 1 here and move once. If I did that though, and I used this, I'd have to move then overdrive. Then damage overdrive. So either way, I'd take 2 damage. Which I have 2. All right, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There's no more damage after this, so I might as well just get it over with. So I'm gonna put a 1 here and move myself 1 time. And then I'm going to put a, actually, you know what? Out of order. Let's put a 3 and a... Dang. How am I going to do this so that I don't take damage?
Actually, I'm sorry. I meant to do this in my venting face.
Alright, so by putting a 1 here, I move once. But I need to smooth move again. I need to smooth move past one of these. So I can put a 3 here.
Okay.
That moves me 1. And then I can overdrive this card to smooth move again to this spot. So I will overdrive this card to take a fusion die and smooth move here. So I take 2 damage from this spot, but because I smooth moved onto the second one, I don't take any damage. So this card is gone. This is a gold. Now with my remaining dice, I need to move as far as possible with these crappy dice. Like 5s and 6s, I want low numbers if I can. 1 I can get rid of there, so that's not a big deal. So I can use a high number now and just deal with it with this. So I can put a 5 there, and I will move 1. And I can actually overdrive this card for 2 fusion dice, but I don't want to use that yet, I don't think. I want to get rid of these. I don't know if I can get rid of all of them. So maybe I won't overdrive this yet. No, I'll keep the card there for right now. I don't want the fusion dice right now. I do want them on my last turn. And I guess I have to put a 6 here to move once, and I get a red die. And actually I get 2 because I've got 2 cogs here. And I'll well, 1 was what? A 1? What were these dice before? I took 2 red dice, but I don't remember what values I had.
It's alright, you can reroll them.
Nah, that's alright. I'll just 1 and 5. I can't put them anywhere anyway, so there's no point to doing that. But fine. I got my 1 movement, and I'm done. I don't have anything else I can do. I can't put dice anywhere else.
Okay.
So I'm now across the finish line, so the next round is it.
Okay.
We get 1 more round.
Alright, so I need you to help me with this.
Okay.
This might be a little complicated.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry. I roll my dice. Okay. I want to put the 5 here. Or do I want to do that? No, I'll do the 4 here. And the 4 there and the 2 there. That's 6, right? So that's 6
That's enough to, well, you just need 5. That's 1 smooth move is what that is.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah, you have 5 parts there.
So 5, 6, 7?
No. You just need a total of 5.
Oh.
So whatever you can do, what are the numbers that you have to work with?
So you don't divide the random number at all?
You do, but you're overshooting it. Just, all right, so if you put the 4 there, how much is that? 6?
That's 6. So
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So 6 divided by 4, it's still 1 smooth move.
What if they were both 6s?
That would give you 2 smooth moves.
Okay.
You've got 5 here, 4, whatever. I don't know if the cockpit counts as 1, but if you put an 8 here, that's 2 smooth moves.
Okay.
Let's just assume your cockpit doesn't cost anything with regards to this. If you put an 8 here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4
I
twice.
see.
So that would be 2
Okay.
moves.
Okay. So, what the heck? Okay.
So you can up the red dice by 2
I'm gonna
to get 2 smooth. But do you really need 2 smooth? You just need the 1 right now.
just the 1? Okay.
Or you can discard a yellow die to negate damage altogether. If you're not going to use all your yellow dice, then you can remove 1 to avoid that trap. It says, remove a yellow die from your pool or take 2 damage.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So this is 1 you said, right? So I'll do 1 smooth move.
Okay, so no damage.
No damage. And I have to... Oh no, I don't have to negate that, right?
No, you're good.
Okay. So now I want to do this one to discard that.
Discard a machine part and any 3 dice to gain 9 cogs. Yep. So you remove a cog, you remove a part from here, and 3 dice from here, and then you gain 9 cogs.
Oh, I remove 3 dice from here.
Yes. You also get to remove a blue die from. You can remove that one if you want.
Okay, alright, hold on. Oh my god. What did I scrap? I don't remember what I scrapped.
What do you mean scrap?
Like, what did I put in here? Did I put anything
No,
in
you
there?
did not. As far as I know, you didn't do anything.
Alright, hold on.
I wasn't watching you the
Let me
entire
go
time.
back. I don't think I put anything there yet. So, okay. These are the dice I have. What if I did this then? What if I did this? No. What if I did this? And then this. That would be a 7, right?
Right.
And I spent a cog to up this to 1.
So that's 3. So 8.
That's 2 movement, right?
Right, it's 2 smooth moves.
Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, okay. Now, I want to use this. No, wait, hold on. What if I spent... Oh, no, venting only works in the previous phase. What if I did this to discard it, right?
Okay. To do what?
Discard this.
Discard.
The blue die.
Okay, you also have to get rid of a machine part. Which one are you going to get rid of?
I'm going to get rid of the storage.
Okay. And that gives you... You have to get rid of 3 dice, a machine part, and you can also remove... So pick a machine part and 3 dice to scrap.
Actually, no. No, I'll scrap this one, sorry.
Okay.
And move that there, okay.
Alright, so you're going to scrap that.
Yes. I'm going to scrap
My
this.
god. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm getting...
So now 3 dice from your pool also need to be gone.
1, 2... That one's separate.
That blue one has
3.
Right. So those are gone. Now you remove that blue dice per that card. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that goes in there. Yep.
Yeah. And now, if I do this again, can I take another movement?
Yes, because it's not clear. You need 4. Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah, 3
For 1 movement.
for 1 movement. Mm-hmm.
But 1 movement is pointless because I only land there, right?
Right.
What if I did this? How much is that?
That's what, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's 10. So that's 5.
that would be. Well, no, because the 3 was already counted from a previous thing.
Oh, I see.
So that would be.
This will only be 7.
Right, you'd have to use a pip to increase the fusion die by 1 to get Well, no, okay, 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, so it's 2 movement is what that comes out to be.
For 7?
Yes, because 3 is 1 movement. 1, 2, 3 is 1 movement. 1, 2, 3 is 1 more movement. 3 parts. This would be costing 3 per movement.
Okay.
So unless you want to get rid of something else,
If I increased it to this, to 8, would that be still...
you need to increase it to 9 to get to the next.
Man.
9 divided by 3 is 3. You could discard this freely if you don't want to save any dice. You'd end up with 2 left, and then your 7 would then that would be 3. You get your 3 movement from that.
And I won't take any damage?
Correct. You'd end up here with only this remaining,
That remaining.
but you'd be here.
Okay. Hold on. Can I get rid of this one instead?
You could. As long as you've got two left.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
All right, so you're going to get rid of arc lamps.
Yeah. And now if I spent a pip to increase that, now how much is that?
That's 9. It doesn't matter. That would be 4 movement. You're fine at 8, right? Oh, no, is that 8 or
This
not?
is
It's
8. The
Yeah,
other one
so
was 7.
it would be 4 movement.
This is 4 movement.
Yes, that would be 4 movement.
I'll do that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
And I
4.
spent a pip to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? Oh, no.
You're jettisoning every part of your...
I can't spend a move. I can't spend pips to increase this.
No,
now,
you
right?
already used it.
Because I already used it. Yeah. Alrighty.
All right, you done?
I guess.
I don't think you can do anything else.
I don't think I can.
Can you store your dice? You want to store your dice?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Because why not?
Do they use those colors at this? Well, you can still draft one more time, so you might still use them. All right, so we flip these back over.
I'm gonna get rid of this card next. So much.
3.
So this is our last round.
Last round.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. At this point, I need ways to get rid of dice. So I think what I'm going to do is just cog it up. I'm going to get rid of this boost to get 2 cogs. And as a reward, I get a bonus cog and a red die. And these are yours. These are discarded.
I'm sorry, I'm still choosing.
Mm-hmm.
Really doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, I can't build this. Oh, that hurts. That actually legit hurts. Wow. Okay. I guess I have no choice but to build this one. It sucks.
Okay. Out of these, I'm gonna want. I don't need blue at this point. I do need cogs. I don't care about that. I want to get rid of this one that involves movement. So I'm gonna get rid of the silver one for 2 cogs and a bonus cog and a red die. Okay. Go. Out of these, I do need yellow, so I will discard this one for yellow dice. It's 2 yellow and bonus cog and bonus red die.
I'm gonna sell this one for 2 cogs.
Okay.
And here you go.
Okay, and this is what's left. I'm gonna sell this for, I think, more. Well, what about a blue die? Blue dice for movement here. I mean, I'm gonna get fusion dice too, so. That's gonna be 1, 2, That's gonna be, I need cogs. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this for cogs. That's 3 more cogs. 1, 2, 3, and a bonus red die. Okay, so now that we're done with that, now we vent. I'm gonna use this in the future to remove one of these. So I'm gonna vent 3 times to remove this red 6. I'm gonna vent 3 times to remove this blue. Do I want to save those though? Is 1 movement gonna be worth it? I'm gonna get 2 fusion from here, but what if I roll low? What if I just get unlucky and roll low? I'm hoping that one of my red dice will come through and one of my yellow dice will come through. You know what? No. I'm going to keep the 6. I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to keep the 6, keep my cogs. And do I want to vent anything else? No, I think...
Vent phase, right?
Yes.
I'm going to use this card.
Okay. If there is at least 1 inventor ahead of you, gain up to 4 movement. Oh, look at that. So you are now 1, 2, 3, 4. You are now ahead of me. Look at that. Good job.
Sorry.
What?
I feel bad.
Why?
I don't understand this game.
You're winning. Okay, so I guess that may change my plans. I may have to spend cogs to get rid of this and hope for high rolls, but I don't have any blue dice to roll. So this is useless to me. So why remove this if I can't use it? I could use fusion dice though. I could get rid of that to get fusion dice to put here. So, alright, I will spend 3 cogs. I need movement. So I'm going to spend 3 cogs to remove this blue one. Alright, I'm done with venting. Okay, so are we on the race phase?
Yes.
Okay, so spend my light bulb. I get some armor. Not that I need it. And then red die. Plus this repair bot. Remove this yellow one. I am going to remove... oh crap, I forgot. I forgot I had to activate... Alright, I have to spend another cog to do this. Because I need to activate it before I can use the overdrive. I have to activate this, then do overdrive. So I had to spend a cog to get rid of that. Okay. What am I doing? Did this, done. Did you do yours?
Yeah, I only have 4 dice.
Okay. Alright, so I think we are ready to go. Alright, 6 is definitely going there. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's good for me. I need a die for this over here. I'm going to put a 1 here. So this moves me 1. This moves me 3. And I get 2 cogs and an armor. And with this down here, I'm going to overdrive this now. So these dice go away. I get to take 2 fusion dice, which is my first time in the game I've ever rolled these stupid things. Alright, so it doesn't matter the values, because they're going here separately. So that would be that there to get 2 red dice and a movement. And this die here, which is again wild, to get 2 red dice and a movement. Puts me here. And now I've got these red dice, which I can't place anywhere. There's nothing else for me to do. I can't place dice anywhere else at this point. So I'm forcibly done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can get 1, 2, 3 at least.
I moved once for here because I got a 5 there. I spent 3 cogs to do that. So
Okay.
Move once.
Okay, so you're gonna move up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I gained a yellow die.
Okay.
So I'm about to roll this, but I have a 4 and a 1 here.
Did you
That's
just
5.
put that there, or did
No,
you...
these are just put there. Yes.
Okay. So which one do you want then?
I want the movement, the 1 movement,
Okay.
and it says I can discard one of these dice. So I'm gonna do that.
Sure. Is that what it says?
That's what.
Okay. All right. I believe you.
Right there.
Okay.
Discard a yellow.
I believe you.
So I'm gonna do that.
So you're gonna catch up. Go ahead.
Discard it there.
You've
Now,
got the cogs.
I roll this.
Oh, you've got this. Good job. 6.
6.
It's more than enough. So that's another movement.
It's another movement.
We're tied.
And I'm gonna discard it. Use that to discard again, right?
You can't keep doing. No.
Well, no, I can't gain a yellow one. I can only discard one, right?
Yeah, you can discard it. You just. Yeah.
I can't
So yeah,
get
you
it.
can discard it. Go ahead.
I can't gain anything else, so that's nothing else. And that's it.
Okay. So last round, who breaks the tie? This is good.
It's a shared win!
I'm happy with a shared win personally.
Whoever has the most armor.
I don't know about that either.
Whoever has the most car left. I have no.
Right.
The biggest machine, I'm sure.
Whoever left the least amount of debris on the track.
Biggest machine.
The tied player with the most machine parts is the
Yeah.
winner.
So congrats.
So
You won because I had a piece of junk.
wow. How did you like this?
It was overwhelming, I gotta say.
Overwhelming?
It was pretty overwhelming. This is a definite engine builder.
It is. I like the original Steampunk Rally. With the Steampunk Fusion, the only differences I really saw were the fusion dice, some of the new stuff that you can add to the game. Like again, players can add these secret projects and they can assign dice to them. And when they're ready to activate it, they flip the card over and they get the bonus based off of.
That's cool. I would have loved to play with those.
Yeah, so there's little plastic sliders that are slid along this track along the outside, and then when you're ready, you flip it over. That's it. You're done with it, but you get the bonus on the other side, and you get a tiered bonus. So on a 4, you get to remove 3 dice. On an 8, you get to remove 4 dice. On a 12, you get to remove 5 dice from your thing. So there's different ways of different secret projects that you could do, but you have to add a second or another board to this. So it becomes 7.
I don't even know how I caught up to you, to be honest, because with everything I had, I didn't know how I could catch up with you. Like to get armor, I had to find armor cards, and then to get movement, I had to find movement cards, and then to get like blue dice, I had to find blue thing cards, and you looked like you were all set.
Mine was set whenever I gained these 2 cards, which was when you discard something, get something.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time discarding so I could cash in on those benefits, mainly cogs. I wasn't sure how well the dice were going to roll for me. My problem was I had too much dice left over. Every round I couldn't place them because I didn't build enough.
Yeah.
But I also wanted these bonuses, so it's like I was torn between accepting new parts and just keeping
discarding, yeah.
right for the so I was hoping it would work out. My goal was to use the main smooth move action here to get past these tough parts and get far enough to win.
Yeah.
But you caught up at the last second and almost beat me.
This card really threw me for a loop. This was kind of confusing. I should have read it more clear, but thank goodness for it, even though it kind of like messed me up.
Well, it sucked in the beginning because you had so many cards, but now that you had
a broken machine.
Right. Wow. You went from a tank to like a little bicycle.
To just the steering wheel.
You're sitting at this finish line with the steering wheel in your hands, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you play this again?
I would play with the events though.
You would?
Yeah, it really was a little bit. Here's the thing though, even though it was so overwhelming, this was a true engine builder. It really felt as if...
Well, you literally are building a machine with engines.
Yeah, like it felt like I was chaining off of things, and that is what a great engine builder game I think is. And there's so many games where it feels like you're starting off building and then it just drops off, like the game's over before you can even get to anything. But not this one. This one, like, you can actually get through so many chains.
And I like how you can freely move cards around. You can discard cards that are no longer working for you, in which case that would help here. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different strategies in this game.
I'm very interested in seeing how the game would be played had I been another character, because this storage and this game 2 dice was huge, you know, and even then these still didn't feel as if I wasn't catching up, but somehow I did.
You did. Well, you took a lot of damage in the process, but you kept up. Dr. Brown here was able to. I don't think I've taken a whole lot of damage. I didn't take 1 damage to where I had to discard anything. I don't think so. Like this smooth move action was very helpful, but the downside is it costs 4. So to use this ability, I have to put 2 6s here, and that's why I was shooting for cogs so that I can modify dice as I needed to.
Yeah.
Crazy.
This reminds me of Vulcanoids for some reason.
Vulcanoids? Well, it's the same steampunk setting.
Yeah.
Completely different game. It's a survival game. This is engine building.
Yeah, like you have to like build a nice little drill ship and just like go through the air and stuff.
Yeah. So, alright, well that was Steampunk Rally Fusion. I really enjoyed this one. Highly recommend it if you enjoyed the original Steampunk Rally game. As you can see, the components are very well done. Lots of dice, lots of extra stuff, lots of different ways to play. Like you can bring in the special projects, leave the events out. Again, there's a 2-sided board, so there's the Mars side, should you want to play the Mars. And they have different hazards on that course than this one. There's no traps, it's other hazards. But anyway, Steampunk Rally Fusion. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vincent Idley. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.